Hi, so today I'm going to show you how to achieve a beach wave effect with your curling iron. We've already started by prepping the hair with the Amika Shield Thermal Protectant Spray, spraying that all the way throughout the head. That's going to give us protection from our iron and also give us some hold for our beach waves to last. So next we're going to start by sectioning off the hair. I'm going to start in the front so that you can see. At home it's much easier to do this starting in the back of the head. So we're going to start by taking about a 1-inch section of hair. If you have thicker hair, you can go a little bit smaller. Finer hair, you can go larger with your sections. We're going to start by placing the iron in the hair vertically towards the root and start our wrapping most of the way down, but you can see we're going to leave out a 1-inch tail at the ends. We're going to take another section. We're going to do the same thing. Again, placing the iron in vertically. I like to wrap away from the face in the front. And then you're going to notice I'm still going to leave out about a 1-inch, give or take, section on the ends where we're not going to wrap those. We're going to gradually unwind the hair and just kind of glide the ends through the iron to smooth them over without adding any curl to them. You can see how they're still just a little bit straight in that section. And we're going to continue this, wrapping in different directions as we go through the head. You can see this time I wrapped towards the face. If you wrap all of them in the same direction, your waves are all going to kind of wrap around each other. So you want to mix it up a little bit. Okay, so now you can see we've finished going through this whole side of the head with the iron, and you can see a little bit of that shape taking place already, but you can see as we've left the ends out, they're a little bit straighter, which is what you want when you're doing that wavy effect. Now, once the hair has cooled down from the iron, you're going to take either your fingers and rake through, or you can use a wide tooth comb. I like to just go through with my fingers. I feel like it gives me a little more control, and I'm just going to start with my fingers kind of spread wide, just gently raking through the hair and breaking up that curl pattern so you can't see where the iron passed through the hair. And you can see as we break that up, it softens the look. And now we've got that really organic kind of beach wave effect going through the hair. Nice and soft. If you feel like it's clumping a little too much, like kind of right in this section, that's when you can go in with the comb and break it up and soften it out even just a little bit more. See how gorgeous that is? Beautiful. Now at the very end, if you wanted to polish it off, you could take a oil serum, your favorite one. I love RPM Reparative Treatment Oil, and just scrunch it into the ends of the hair and massage it in through the ends so they don't look too dried out. But you can see hers actually look pretty good, so we're just going to leave that be. Okay, so now that we've done our beach wave on the side of the head, I'm going to show you how to take that same curling iron and using a little bit of a different technique to get more of a traditional curl effect out of this side. So we're going to start in the same way. We're going to take out our sections, clip up the rest of the hair. We're going to take about the same size, maybe just a little bit smaller size section. And again, with our same curling iron. We're going to start wrapping again close to the scalp. We're going to hold our iron on a little bit more of an angle instead of doing a vertical straight up and down. And we're going to make sure we wrap all the way through to the tips of the hair this time, making sure all of the hair is wrapped through the iron. And we're going to let that sit for a moment, and then when we release it, you can see it's curled all the way down through the ends now. So we're going to take another section about the same size. Again, starting our wrap towards the scalp, a little bit more of an angle towards a horizontal than a vertical, wrapping all the way through to the very tips of the hair and wrapping those in, and then letting that stay in for a moment. And then when we release, we ease out the clip. I like to just kind of hold it up for a moment and then let it drop gently. We're going to continue this through the entire side of the head, wrapping in 2 different directions, again, so we don't have like one giant curl at the very end, and we'll be able to separate and break up those curls a little bit more. nice. You can see how this side we have quite a bit of a fuller, more volumed curl. The ends are all the way wound in. You can see they're not stretched out and straight like on the other side. So what I would do at this point, once our hair is cooled down, is I like to take a little bit of a texture powder, and we're going to just spritz that a little bit at the roots to maintain some of that volume. A little bit goes a long way with that. You really don't need a lot. And then you can start by just shaking out the root area a little bit, because we don't want to break up the curls themselves too much yet. We just want to shake it out at the scalp so you can't see the sections that we took for those curls. So I'll spread my hands out like this, go underneath, right up at the scalp, and just give it a little bit of a shake to break that up. And you can see that starts to shake that out a little bit. If you want, you can take individual curls and separate them with your fingers and break them up even a little bit more. Unless you can really kind of customize how you want it to feel. If you're going to be going out for the night, I would recommend not breaking it up a lot right away, because it's going to shake out a little bit as you move and go out your day. The curls will drop a little bit as your day goes on. But now I'm just going to pull out the clip from the other side so you can see our two sides here. So we have our really soft kind of beachy wave. This makes a hair appear much longer. You get to maintain more of that length. And then the side we have more of our like full volume curl happening. Shortens up the length of the hair a little bit, but you can see how much fuller and how much body it shows for that. So there you have it. Two different curled effects. Same iron. This is like a 1-inch barrel of Hot Tools curling iron. Those are my favorites to work with, but one tool, multiple effects. I love that you can take one thing and make different looks out of it. It just makes everything that you have a little bit more versatile to work with. It's really great.